G'day guys, Tellers20 here and welcome back to Little France. Yes, I have taken over Little France again, but I am not alone. Skibitth is here as my hostage as I work on Little France, and I don't know, man, maybe destroy it. You don't know what I'm about to do you?
Hello guys, no man, no, we are not going to destroy anything. It's really good to see you back and to see you, the little French side of yours. Last time we loved it so much, everyone, like comments, people were like, whoa, $2 is going really good with his builds, at least imagining that this is the first time, well now it's the second time, but back then was the first time when you did something European. So
yes,
really,
so
really
now I've got
good.
no excuses. Like I've
Yeah.
you know, I know what I'm doing now, but I really like I had something in mind for this build, but the execution was really tricky, and I think it was because I didn't really have the amount of space that I wanted for this. Like I really enjoy doing road layouts, and like I found this really cool spot in France, and I was like, oh, I really want to build in this spot, and like I really want to you know, try and recreate it. And I don't really know what this place is in particular. I think it might be some sort of theater or some sort of cathedral. It's probably a theater. But I was like, you know what, I want to try and build something like this because I really like the road layouts, and it just seems like a really interesting spot. Plus, like, the roads in Australia are just not like this. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and build something kind of funky with the roads, but it was really hard, man. I really struggled. And I think I leave a lot of that footage in of me just like testing roads out and testing out layouts and stuff like that. And hopefully people would appreciate, you know, me just like fiddling around and trying to get everything to work the way that I want it. But yes, we are pretty much building a theater that's like kind of like in this little nook of intersections, and you'll see me attempt a roundabouts a little later on in this episode. And this building at the moment, I end up getting rid of it and changing it for another one. Hopefully not a building you've used before, but I don't know, man. You've got so many buildings that I was like so keen to use. Yeah, there's some really great asset creators who like only creates stuff that are European. So I'm always really jealous when I come in here.
You changed the building, I see.
Yes. Is this? I don't know who created this.
This is vanilla.
This is vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is vanilla, and there is someone else who also tried to redo it, to redo the colors, I think, and not the textures. But someone, I think it's Lenep or something like that, tried to or did something with the vanilla building. But this is vanilla. No, it's 100% vanilla. But it's one of the good vanilla buildings, to be honest. And I just discovered a few more in your Marble Mountain build for the ore quarry. So guys, by the way, I also did an episode for Marble Mountain here for $2. I built my very first quarry or ore mine, something in between. Something in between there. It was something, I don't know, like that, but it was really cool. So you should go and check out that video as well, and tell me what you think there. Tell us what you think there, and we should and you should guys be really happy because it was 100% 90% vanilla, and yes. I'm happy with the with what went out eventually.
Yeah, my god, man,
really
cool. It is such a good looking creation, and it's massive as well. Whereas what I built here is kind of small, and I can't believe this is a vanilla asset. Oh my god! Like out of all the buildings you had, I don't know why I chose this one. The one that I was working with before, I really wanted to use, but it just was too big. It was had some parking lots that were just killing me, and I couldn't squeeze it in. And I really wanted to do these like little corners here, which are really challenging because a lot of the buildings that I had to work with are quite large, but like the actual intersection, the area that I am building off is like has these like really cool corner buildings that I really wanted to try and get because I love these sort of road layouts that are really kind of quirky and interesting. So I tried to create something that was similar, but yeah, it's kind of tricky trying to play with these buildings. But then, in saying that, they are just such beautiful assets. Like, I'm not really... Do you know who created most of these ones? I think it might be like Jez and Amesto and...
Up until now, what I saw, it's Jez all over the places. And that building that you loved it, and you said you liked it, I also used it. But I think there are two versions of it. The one from the workshop and the one that was locally modified by me to get rid of all the things. Long time ago, before I started using the prop it up. So you had the prop it up mode to get rid of the parking lots and everything you wanted. But you didn't know. I know. If you're not, you're not using it, of course you don't. You didn't know about it. But you know what? I think you made a better choice. To be honest, even though it's vanilla, we don't care it's vanilla. But you made a better choice because this one actually does look like a theater. And
yeah. I think the other one might have been like a shopping, like plaza or something. Is that incorrect?
Yeah, a different type of building for sure, not a theater. So yes. you finished up with a better one, in my opinion.
Okay, good. Well, I appreciate that. Nobody else. Don't tell me that it's a bad choice. Only nice comments, por favor. But yeah, man, I had so much fun building in like a French style again. I really enjoyed this. But we'll have to swap saves one more time because this is just so much fun. And like after building this, I was like, there's like one more thing that I would really like to try and pull off in this area. So I dare say we will be swapping saves one more time. And if there's anything in particular you guys want to see me build in the next time I'm in Little France, then hit me up in the comment section and I might just take that into consideration. But what I'm doing right now, something else that I really love about European cities are these back alleys that they have, and I can't really tell what's going on here. I can't tell whether it's like private property or whether these are like hotels behind here, but I really love these like back streets. I don't think this is just a classic French or Parisian sort of style. I think this is like very much a European sort of I don't know, way of like city planning. These very intricate and very interesting road layouts that sit behind a lot of these buildings. I know I noticed them when I was in Berlin last year, and I don't know, Skibitth, like I'm sure they're pretty similar in Romania as well. Am I wrong?
Yeah, there are like in the old areas of the city, there are little roads squeezed everywhere almost. So that's an European thing, but only for the old side of the city.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And of course, like there are still like back streets in Australia and other countries as well. But the things that I really loved about the ones that I was finding in Paris was there seemed to be like so much life behind these buildings. So like, along the main roads, obviously there's lots of cafes and lots of shops and stuff, but then along these like back streets, it seems like that's where a lot of people live and a lot of where like residential areas are, and I really love that part of it. So I kind of wanted to create something similar just in this one area, just detailing it up a little bit with some trees, and you'll see me place down a couple of like benches and some planters, and I think I also do a bit of graffiti as well because, why not? I've got a whole bunch of different assets to play with, may as well make the most of them. These are beautiful.
The graffiti, oh my god. Yeah, I went up with graffitis as well in some places in Little France. Sometimes you feel like you wanna put them on old walls, but that would be nasty because if I see this in real life, I hate those people.
Yes.
But I hate those ones that are actually not doing anything. That's not a graffiti. They're just a signature or some stupid things writing on the walls, which means nothing. So that's not art. Anyways, but yeah, to be honest, I think France or Paris at least has these very tiny, crazy little streets where you can find anything.
They're beautiful, man. I love them.
Yeah,
so
beautiful
nice.
For sure, beautiful. But yeah, I think it's a perfect place to look for little and narrow roads.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if I feel like I want to do a little bit of a tribute to Skibitth. I don't know if you can see the little juice bar that I've placed down there. I remembered seeing this in the workshop, and I was like, I've got to place it down, and I want to put a bit of detail too. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little assets that have your name on it. I didn't realize, but you must be pretty famous in Little France because you've got a juice parlor there named after you, and then I think there's a couple of other little things that I placed down a little bit further on that also have your name on it. I figured, I gotta pay tributes to the man. And I also really wanted to place down a couple of those billboards, but I didn't know whether they would fit in. The Arndorf ones.
The radio and whatever. Yes.
So good.
So there are another places in Little France as well. Everywhere.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a couple of billboards in Marble Mountain with your face on it too. So it's
really,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I didn't notice. I didn't see those.
Yeah, man.
Damn it.
I'll point you in the right direction to a video, and yeah, you'll see your face. There's your face in a couple of little billboards I've just placed down there. But now I'm detailing this vanilla assets and just make it a little bit more like a grander entrance, because I noticed there's like 4 different entrances to this theater. And I thought, when I was looking at the original one that I was sort of modeling it off, there seemed to be like the main entrance at the very front, and then there was like a side entrance that I also wanted to like detail up a little bit, and then like the other entrances of the building, I was gonna kind of like change them up, sort of like block off the entrances to those areas and make them more like cafe areas. Whereas this one, I thought that this might be maybe where people buy tickets for something, like whether this is like an art gallery side of the theater or this was like the exit. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have sort of like different styled entrances, I guess.
That's a really good idea, man, and really good choice with these arches. Really cool.
Yeah, they sort of have the same color, which was a nice surprise.
Definitely, really good.
And naturally, because I am no longer working within a grid, it's gonna, maybe if I had like procedural objects, then I could actually expand out the decals a little bit more. But I was not gonna touch that mod. I refuse because it is far too intimidating. So instead, I just decided to just tile like a little part of this area, and I don't know if you noticed, but I just sort of like sunk the outside areas of the decals just into the ground, just so they were like a little bit more blended into the concrete look of the rest of the area. But I just thought I might just place in a couple of like gazebos and places to eat, and again some more Skibitth. I think you created these benches. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Yeah, those are just some stuff I wanted to have for adding in the cities, and they are on the workshop as well, I guess. If I do
They're
remember.
good, man. They're really good because
yeah, they're fine.
I think you're being too modest. And people sit on them, don't? Is that right?
Yeah. That's the reason why I wanted to have them actually working. So I made like a little park where, well, it is park, but it's not actually working as a park. It's a building, let's call it, in order to not plop it all over and every time, even though we can copy now stuff in City Skylines, but I wanted those benches to actually do work, and people can sit on them. Plus, it's a plant here in the middle there, so you can add your own tree or flowers or whatever you want. So, yeah, it's something I did long time ago. It's called something with the city fillers. There are a few more of these on the workshop as well, just to fill in the little areas, because all the time I had this issue and still have it sometimes to fill in the empty side of the streets, because at least in Europe you don't see every time a boulevard or a road or something and have nothing on it. It's empty. You don't see it. It's either trash, it's either a fence, a bench, a planter, or a little kiosk, or it depends, And I wanted to make these little city fillers.
Yeah, man, they're so good. They're so useful as well. I mean, especially that people sit on them as well. I think that works really, really nicely. Something that I've added a bit of a construction. I guess they're doing a bit of refurbishing. Making everything look a little bit nicer. Just probably like fixing windows and paint jobs and stuff. This always, I guess it's nice that they're, fixing up this old vanilla cathedral or theater, whatever it is. But man, I don't know about you, man, but like whenever you like go traveling, or like I guess probably in Romania when you're like walking around and see these like beautiful places and you're like, oh, I like can't wait to see. I just like, remember when I was in Berlin and I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to go to this theater. And then you get there and they're like refurbishing like all the windows and scaffolding up. You're like, oh, what is this? This looks awful.
I know.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I know. It's good that they redo it, but indeed it's a big pain in your soul if you travel to a country to see something, at least one of the biggest monuments, and in that particular moment they are just renovating it. It's really, really sad. Yes. But it's good. I love how those cars drive, man.
All right. And my God. Why did I even attempt to build a roundabout in a Little France episode? Like, this is like you, man. You are the roundabout king. And here's me just thinking, you know what? I'm just going to build like a little roundabout here. And my God, like this took the most amount of time. There is so much footage you are not seeing here. I am not a roundabout guy. I'll just be placing down pre-built ones if it was up to me. I don't get traffic. I think because like we drive on the other side of the road as well. Like I always build roundabouts going in the wrong direction, where like people love to let me know that as well. That seems to be like the main comments on my channel is, dude, your roundabout's going in the wrong direction. So, yeah, I know we've got like 5 more minutes left, but hey guys, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time.
No, man, it went out pretty well, to be honest. No, I was making fun because I know when you change roads and stuff, for a few seconds at least, cars are going very crazy. Sometimes but man, it looks like you have your own mini roundabout somewhere there.
Yes, I think we've got 2 roundabouts.
How
There's
did
one
you do
that's
that,
in the middle
man?
of the street. And there's one here. All right, so look, I got to explain this roundabout. There is a roundabout in this location that I was taking inspiration from, and it's sort of like positioned in a spot where it's like not on the main road, and then I guess it's a roundabout for the roads that are connecting up to it. So if you were to access any of these roads, you then use this roundabout. And I thought, that's kind of like a neat little bit. So I thought, like I might try and do something similar. And then when I started building it, and I'd already put so much work into this build, I was like, oh man, like I can't spend another like 2 hours building this roundabout. You know how long these things take. And I was like, all right, I've just got to try and like quickly smash it out. And then because I was trying to do it quickly, it just was not working. So it kind of takes on a couple of different forms. What you can see me doing right now, I'm trying to make one of the lanes a bike lane, even though that lane just goes directly into traffic, so it's probably very unsafe. And then I changed like the direction of the roundabouts. I'm pretty sure it's going in the wrong direction at this stage. I really, really struggle. So Skib, like it's totally up to you, man. Like you can either never go back to this spot again, or you can try and fix it up, or you can, I don't know, demolish it. Like it's totally up to you. But I would not call this the perfect roundabout. You can see people doing donuts in the middle of the plant over there. So, oh my god.
No, man, it looks really good. Okay, you moved the stop. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, hey, why is the stop on the other side? No, it's okay. But also, it's not a full roundabout. Okay, now I got it. No, it looks really, really good, actually. I love these kind of little stuff things. I totally love them, and I'm looking for them every time I'm looking on Google Earth or something to find really cool, crazy places like this one that you just did. I don't know how you found it, but it went out pretty well. I'm really liking it.
Yes, I mean, there's so many beautiful spots in Paris that I really wanted to build. This one, I was just like one location that I found. I was like, oh, this is kind of like a neat little spot that I could create. Totally underestimated how big that area is, and then I also wanted to place down a whole bunch of cafes on these corners, but then I can realize that I actually didn't leave myself very much space. Like, it's a very tight community, which I like, but at the same time, it's hard to place things down. But man, I don't know if you can see down there, but we are out of time, and I thank you so much for letting me build in Little France again. I really appreciate it, and I hope you'll let me join again soon.
Of course, man. Thank you as well for being here once more, and for sure, with mega pleasure, I will want to see you again, and everyone else as well.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Much appreciated, and remember, I salute you.
Bye bye. Good one.
Had to do it, man. I'm sorry.